I want to talk about this Kizlyar Supreme Dominus. I've had this for a long time. This is probably one of my better tactical knives. And why is it so tactical? Well, aside from having a really grippy craton handle, you know, so there's no handle to come off of this. It's so grippy, you know, you're not going to slip on this. There's no chance. Right, so this is my Kizlyar Supreme Dominus. I've had it for a bit now, and it's probably one of my best tactical knives that I use, or rather most used tactical knives. And the reason is the handle's just totally non-slip, absorbs all the shock, you know, because it's craton on there. It's a full tang knife, saber flat grind with a blood groove or fuller on either side. This is, by the way, like all my test woods, this is hard eucalyptus, and you can really put the power into it with that. You see that there, you know, just a bit of feathering on this. Tough wood, it's osate, and we've got the rain here now. Yeah, so there you go. Follow me now, and I'm going to show you lots of stuff I've been doing with this knife. Yeah, I love it. It's a great, you know, what makes it so tactical too is the scabbard. We'll look at that a bit later. But look at that, you know, this knife really rocks. It's easy to keep sharp. You know, it holds a pretty good edge. Yeah, it is totally a very much used knife in my, you know, plethora of knives that I've got. So there you go, look at that, you know, that's just top dollar on there like that. You got some jimping on there too for finer work, but you can really get up on it there anyway. Let's take a bit of shelter. And I'll talk a little bit more about the knife later on. I've said a little bit about it before, but I've been doing quite a few things with it. Fishing, let's check that out. You got it? You got it on? Look at that beauty, bush camping tools here. Look at that, it's a beauty.
Whoa, dog!
Oh, bro, bit me off, straight off.
Great.
Straight off. Alright, this is, oh, that's really deadly.
Bash it quickly. Dead.
It's not dead, but it's not dead. Come film, come film.
I'm filming.
Kill this bugger.
That's it. Alright, let's take the hook out. I see it.
Got it? Got to be careful of the spines you're filming.
Yeah. Are you chopping the head off?
Yeah, sure.
Leave the head for some other predatory bird.
That's right.
Fish or bird. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Is that's a chunk of fish?
Yeah, it's a chunk of fish.
That's the biggest flathead I've ever caught.
Okay. Cutting over a bit of wood here. Oh, that backbone's really strong. Don't want to bugger the knife. Look out. Got that? Right.
Yep.
That's the head. For the crabs, it's a big flathead. Okay, I'm just going to cut this baby here. Oh, look, it's a beauty. It's got a fish. Oh, these are good. Look at this. This is the eggs. These are really good. They're good to eat. That's the liver. Check that out. But we're going to keep this. This is the melt. It's really good to eat. I'll just leave that in there. It's a beauty. So don't chuck that out when you're catching the fish. These are good to eat. Okay, we'll take that home. All right, let's seek out some other. So there you go. It's a good knife for the fish and the Dominus. Kizlyar Supreme Dominus. All right, bush camping tools here. Thanks for watching. Yeah, right. Okay, there we go. We just put a bit of flour on that flathead. we caught out there today. Beautiful size flathead. Look at that, it's a beauty. That's enough. Well, we're going to take it out and deep fry it. Let's get going. Right, okay, we've got the wok burner outside. We've got the wok, that's the cameraman. It's got a damn cold. And we're just going to let that oil get hot. Probably really need to cut this fish up a bit. I just have a look at the fish there. It's a bit big to get in the pot. I'm going to cut it up so it fits in there because it's a bit too... Right, okay, so I'm just going to cut this up so it fits in there a bit better because it's just too big. Good way to... I should have put this on a chopping board because I'm going to blunt the knife. To be a bit careful on the stainless. I have to sharpen that up after that, but anyway, got the knife, the fish there. That's really good. Still using the Dominus. It's a great knife, you know, it's an all-rounder. I can take it fishing. It was immersed in salt water, no big deal. I'm not worried about it. Right, let's come around this way, cameraman, to get a view of the oil there. I don't know how hot that is just yet. We'll just see. It's not hot enough yet. Okay, so we've got the light on here now. So we're going to put this, check this chunk of meat there. You see that? The fish. Look out, stand back, cameraman. Got that there. Stand back. You see that? Got a good high shot coming, cameraman. It's all right. Turn that down just a little bit. Okay, got that there? Fantastic. Top dollar bit of fish. So once again, there you go. You see this here? We use the Dominus. Right, get a close-up of that there. Great knife, tactical knife. Bit of blood on it there. Good for coastal camping. Bit of fishing and everything. Absolutely. All right. There you go. Look at that. All right. Let's look. Yeah, absolutely fantastic there. Big chunk of flathead. That's the other part of it there, left there on the tray. Catch and cook. Bush camping tools here. Thanks for watching. Okay, so other than being a really good grip and a versatile blade, as I said, I'll talk about that in a minute. Huge palm break again. I've just got this knife here, Kizlyar knife, and I'm going to, well, it's not exactly the right knife for it because it's a big, heavy-duty job, but I'm going to take this thing because I want to sit on it and see what we can do with it. Hold on. It's a great tactical knife. It's a strong knife and it's going to do that. You see that? Look at that. Pretty cool, huh? Don't need that bit. Let's see if I can... Oh, look at that. Unbelievable. Okay, great. We've got this great thing there. See that? Fantastic to sit on. What really makes it tactical, I feel, and what, you know, to label a knife tactical, what is this tactical thing? Well, it's got to have some kind of tactical application, you know, or some advantage over something else, and that is this scabbard. Let's have a look at this scabbard. I'm going to take this off quickly on here. This can come off like this. I don't need to, actually I'll put it through a hole belt loop, so we don't need to take off that. I always do that on here so I don't lose it, because it can go on a MOLLE compatible vest or whatever. But what makes it tactical? Come on, let's have a closer look at. So what really makes it tactical, as I said, is the scabbard. This is a hard insert inside of here. This thing, you cannot bend it, right? It doesn't even flex. It's very hard, it's very safe. There's no chance of falling on this. The knife will exit through the scabbard and stab you. The other thing is, you see it's unclipped here. So can you see that? This is not gonna, you know, you cannot lose this knife from this scabbard. Did you see that there? You have to pull it, you have to push aside this here, flex that a bit, and then actually physically pull the knife out. Now, why? Because there's an insert in here. I'll put the link to my blog where I pull this thing apart and show you what is actually down there holding the knife in. It's not metal or anything, it's another plastic insert in there, and that keeps the knife securely in there. So this knife can be carried like this with just one clip up on here like that, and it's not going to come out. You know, when you do this, the knife is not going to automatically fall on the ground, or even if you've got it on your belt and you undo this, you can walk around with this thing like it's not going to automatically come out and injure you. And that is a tactical, the mosquitoes, that is a tactical advantage on such. You know, that makes, as far as I'm concerned, this a tactical knife or a tactical carry system rather. And it certainly complements this knife, and that to me is a great thing, having this insert like that. Now, you've seen other knives of mine from other brands which have I won't say a similar scabbard, but they also have a very rigid inner scabbard system inside of ballistic type nylon, and that also makes them safe too. But this is a great knife. It's not too big, not too small. I like that thing that it just doesn't fall out of the scabbard, because you only have to move once you unclip it. If you're not on steady feet or something like that, it can be a big problem.